Hello everybody, guys, Mac here, and today I'm going to talk about the AP pistol in Grand Theft Auto 5 in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now this is the 7th episode in my series called GTA 5 Gun Guide, where we will be going through every single weapon in GTA 5 and GTA Online, and breaking down the weapon, talking about the stats on these weapons, and just a general review of these weapons and my thoughts on these weapons in Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto Online. Now if you want to check out the last episode in the series, which was on the vintage pistol, then there will be a link in the description. You can go check the description and you can go check that out. And there's also going to be a playlist in the description to all the other videos in this series. And most of this information and some of these stats are coming from the GTA Wiki. So if you want to go check out some more information on the AP pistol, then you can also check that out in the description as well. The AP pistol is a fully automatic weapon in GTA 5. It is manufactured by Von Fuhr. It has a similar appearance to the Colt SCAMP, and compared to the combat pistol and the pistol, the AP pistol has superior damage and rate of fire. However, it is still inferior to the SNS pistol in terms of damage and accuracy that is between of the combat pistol and the pistol. Now, this is unlocked after the mission 3's Company in single player or level 33 in Grand Theft Auto Online, and the damage is 2.8 out of 10. The fire rate is 8.0 out of 10. The accuracy is 4.5 out of 10. The range is 3.0 out of 10. And the magazine size on this weapon is 18 rounds or 36 with extended clip, and the rate of fire is a standard 600 rounds per minute, but whenever you are drive-by shooting, so whenever you're in a vehicle and shooting this weapon, it will vary from 450 rounds per minute all the way up to 800 rounds per minute. Now this is either for the frames per second and that the game can't handle your car moving while you're in the car and while you're shooting, or this is also just for balance reasons. Although 800 rounds per minute is more than the standard 600 rounds per minute. So just keep that in mind whenever you're going to be using this weapon for drive-by shooting. Now I tested out this weapon against another player, and on Xbox Live he goes by the name of Solo Hatchet. So big thanks to him who helped me out with this. And he's a level 13. So expect this to be higher or lower depending on the rank of your enemy and the stats of the enemy that you are shooting at. But it will take 1 bullet to the head, or 5 if they have a bulletproof helmet on. It will take 8 bullets to the chest, and everywhere else on their body, it will take 10 bullets. So that's the leg, the arm, the feet, the hands, all that. Everywhere else, it will be 10 shots, which is actually quite nice whenever you consider that this weapon is a fully automatic weapon with a pretty good fire rate. And now, at the max distance of this gun, which is 120 meters, and that's the max distance of where your crosshair will appear red on your screen, and where bullets will actually hit the enemy, that is 120 meters, it will take 30 shots, which is less than an extended magazine, and that's pretty good for a pistol. Now this is on level 13, so just keep that in mind. If they're higher rank, then it will probably take more than that, but it's still a pretty good weapon overall, and I really think that this is quite possibly the best pistol in the game. It also shoots armor-piercing rounds, which makes it very, very good for destroying vehicles and using them in drive-bys. Now, this would probably be the best pistol for using in a vehicle because it's fully automatic. It also is tied with the heavy pistol for the most ammo in a magazine. With that's of course if you have extended clip on it. It also is the highest fire rate of any pistol in the game. It also has armor-piercing rounds, so it's very good whenever you're using it at a drive-by. Now, it will usually only take about 2 magazines to take down a vehicle, so that's very good. And this weapon is also very accurate, so you can use it in drive-bys pretty well. You also have the micro SMG, which is also another weapon that's fully automatic that you can use in cars. But I would recommend using this weapon instead, because not only does it have a higher rate of fire, it also has much better accuracy and a slightly higher magazine capacity. And overall, this is just a very good fully automatic weapon. Now, the attachments that you can equip on this weapon is a flashlight and a suppressor, and of course the extended magazine. Now, the flashlight and suppressor, I would honestly not recommend either of these. I guess you could put a flashlight on if you want. I don't put the suppressor on this gun because I actually really like the sound of this gun. It sounds pretty good. Although if you want to have a suppressor on this weapon, then you definitely can put that on there, and a flashlight, of course. Now, the iron sights on this weapon are decent, but the one problem with using iron sights on this weapon is that the muzzle flash on this weapon is very, very high. it makes it almost impossible for me to use with iron sights. Basically, whenever you use this weapon without a SMG, it has pretty much, I would say, from the weapons I've used, the highest muzzle flash of any gun in the game. And the muzzle flash is pretty distracting. Whenever you're shooting it, you can lose enemies, especially at longer distances. It's pretty hard to use with iron sights. The iron sights aren't terrible. They're not the best in the game, but they're usable. Although, if you want to put a suppressor on here, that will make the muzzle flash less, which does make this weapon pretty good for using iron sights if you do have a suppressor on here. But if not, the muzzle flash will throw you off quite often. But overall, I would not recommend using iron sights on this weapon. So if you're in first person, I would just recommend hip firing or just zooming in, but don't aim down sights. It also has quite a bit of visual recoil whenever you're aiming down sights anyways. Although the actual gun itself doesn't have much recoil, a lot of the bullets that you do aim at an enemy will go towards that enemy. So that's pretty much it about this weapon. It's overall just a pretty good pistol. I really enjoy it, and it may very well be my favorite pistol in the game. While I do think that some other pistols in the game, like the heavy pistol, the pistol 50 cal, I think those weapons are also pretty good. This is more of a weapon I would use close range. I wouldn't really recommend using it at longer ranges. I would also recommend using this weapon in drive-by shootings. And it's just a very good weapon. You also do get at a pretty low rank, at only rank 33 in GTA Online, which isn't that high. It's the highest for any pistol in the game, but it still isn't that high, so you can unlock this pretty easy and pretty quick whenever you start playing GTA Online. So that's about it for this pistol. Let me know your thoughts on this pistol in the comments. Let me know, do you like this pistol or do you not like this pistol, and why? The next episode in this series will be either on the flare gun or the stun gun. I'm gonna try and get those two videos out pretty quick. Although those weapons aren't really the most practical weapons, I still want to get those out of the way, and then we'll start moving on to the SMGs, the MGs, the assault rifles, and all the other weapons. So let me know your thoughts on this weapon in the comments. Hope you all enjoy. Feedback is always appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next video.